come over with him here, but my mom and the rest of my siblings, we were still in Nigeria for some time until my dad could actually afford to get a house and move us over.
Nice, nice. What was your experience like in Nigeria? Do you
Can
remember? Because I remember you were 5. So
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so it's a common debate. I have been Americanized, I would say.
Okay. Okay.
But as far as the last time I went back, I felt really in touch with my culture and wanting to learn more about
Nice.
it.
Nice.
And that's also something that kind of pushed me to do technology as well, because all the innovations that are coming up could really help our society, especially with all the political instability.
Yep.
And it's just now in these couple of years that Afrobeats has put Niger on the market,
Yeah.
but we should also be on the market for other things. And I really think it's those technological innovations.
Yeah. No, definitely. Sidebar. Do you cook?
Do I cook?
Yeah.
Is that a question?
It is a question.
No, it's not. Okay, so there you have to cook in
Okay.
my household. I guess we would have started cooking. I don't know. When did I start cooking? I think maybe around. I used to help my mom in the kitchen when we were in Nigeria, but it wasn't much more than cleaning and wiping down the stuff. But in the U.S., I've tried to learn to cook some egusi soup
Okay.
and jollof rice.
That's where I was going with that. So
Yeah.
what's the best jollof in your eyes? Be serious. Be serious.
Nigerian jollof.
See, here we go.
Davido just said it in another interview.
Come on,
like,
he's biased.
He wasn't being biased, actually. It's so funny. What do you think it is?
Sierra Leone. That's where
Oh,
I'm
really?
from. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever tried Sierra
See, that's the
Leone.
problem. That's the problem. You got to try it, man. Yeah, you got to try it.
Nice.
Next time on the pod, I'll make sure that we'll have a Sierra Leone dish.
Oh,
man.
yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Cool. All right, to get back to it a little bit. All right, so you came here when you were 5, and then your dad and mom kind of like helped steered you like in the right direction, and you sort of had 2 lanes: healthcare or be in the technical space.
Yes.
So anyone else that kind of led you towards the technical space specifically, or you just kind of broke the mold?
I want to emphasize the power of mentorship, because it also came through reaching out to people, especially on LinkedIn,
Okay.
to kind of pinpoint what area of technology that I wanted to go into.
Okay.
So I want to shout out my mentor, Miss Stephanie,
Okay.
hailing from Chicago at PepsiCo.
Shout out, Miss Stephanie.
I just want to say thank you very much if you put this in the podcast.
Definitely.
I just want to say thank you very much. It really helped strengthen my understanding about where I want to go in life and what ways I can provide impact.
That's awesome. When did you meet Miss Stephanie?
I met Miss Stephanie 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yes. So when I was an undergrad, I knew I should come here for computer science, tech, but it's so broad, and I didn't really know how I could apply my skills or what would bring out the best in me.
Gotcha.
So she really introduced me to the idea of like tech consulting, and also IT audit.
Okay.
So I like being able to meet with people and discuss with them how they can, improve their risk.
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Is she in tech as well?
Yes, she is. She does cybersecurity as well.
Gotcha. Okay. No, that's awesome. I think one thing we always talk about is like the power of mentorship, like getting somebody to kind of guide you, because like you said, it's, the tech space is so broad. Even from a cybersecurity perspective, like there's so many different lanes that you can specialize in, whether you're black hat or white hat, whether you're doing SIM technologies, whether you're from a compliance standpoint. There's so many different things you can do. So that's dope that you got somebody to kind of guide you. What did your parents think?
My parents?
Yeah, because I
mean,
well, no, not just your mentor, but in terms of like you broke the mold, right?
Yes. My dad wanted me to do tech. He really did push it. And even now he wants me to get really knowledgeable about artificial intelligence.
Nice.
Since the whole world is starting to pivot into that direction. But overall, they were happy.
Nice.
It wasn't more like I was forced to go down that path.
Yeah.
But they always emphasize how it's probably the best option. And even now, I'm still happy that they provided that structure to push me into that direction.
Yeah.
And ultimately, through mentorship and just reaching out to people, I was able to figure out what path worked for me
Yeah, awesome. Shout out to good parenting. I mean, that's
Yes.
dope. What were things that you were doing, I guess, initially when you got into the tech space?
Okay,
Yeah.
so realistically, the emphasis was always about stability. So
Okay.
I was really looking at the salary.